everybody. I'm here with Josh Fraser, Vice President of Product Management with Flexera One. Flexera just launched Flexera One. How would you describe it? What is the offering?
So Flexera One is a comprehensive technology value optimization platform. And what it does is it brings data in from a whole host of different venues around your IT estate, whether that's desktop, cloud, or anything in between. So SaaS, on-prem infrastructure, so on and so forth. It enriches that data, providing you interesting insights around vulnerabilities, around use rights, and then serves up those insights in a way that are actionable. And that allows IT leaders to better understand and answer questions around what do they have, what are they entitled to do with what they have, how much is it costing them, and important steps they might want to take to go ahead and optimize their environment.
You know, one of the most interesting things I thought about Flexera One was really the dashboards, the reporting. People actually now know how much they're spending on software. A lot of companies don't even know
Yeah.
that. Like they might know what they spend on premise with contracts all over the place. They might understand what's going on with maybe one or two cloud contracts, but you bring all that together, right? How do you do that?
And not only that, we bring it together, but we give interesting perspectives on that data from a holistic vendor perspective, as well as a perspective around business services. And on the vendor side, the way we're doing is we're pulling in a variety of different data from different inventory sources. So this is information coming from cloud bills, information coming from consumption of SaaS applications, and that includes consumption that may tie back into specific usage levels that ultimately impact cost, as well as information around not only the software licenses in their data center, but the use rights around those licenses. So all of those attributes ultimately have a factor in how much you end up paying. But also the value of just bringing everything together holistically is pretty profound. If you think about decisions around how much am I spending on Microsoft, that seems like a very simple question to ask, but it's a very complicated question to answer. And IT leaders struggle with that, one, because they don't have visibility into it all, and two, oftentimes they don't understand, how these different usage patterns implicate cost, as well as different entitlements. So we bring all that together, we correlate that data, we aggregate that data, and we enrich that data in a way that IT leaders can make sense of it.
It's hard cutting through the teams, Team SharePoint kudzu sometimes. You have no idea what you own there. But now you've got the ability to tie technology value to business value. Is that what's going on here?
Yep. The way we do that is something called business services or service mapping. And we have a unique approach and some unique IP around creating a bottoms-up view, a holistic view of the business services that your organization is consuming these various different technology assets in. And why that matters is that if you think about Microsoft and think about how you're using Microsoft, being able to answer questions around what business service is this associated with? What does that business service do for my business, right? Is this an internal application that my employees are using to, let's say, collaborate? Or is this an external application that actually is tied to revenue that we're selling customers, right? The decisions you're going to make around things like cost and asset utilization and vulnerabilities and even things like security are going to be very, very different when you can uniquely identify what business services those are tied to.
Josh, as someone who's negotiated thousands of enterprise software contracts, this is amazing. It gives me powerful tools to be able to go out and figure out work that spend is, the categories as you're talking about, completely changes the landscape of how you do a contract negotiation. What have clients been telling you?
There's not an organization on the planet of any decent size that isn't living in this hybrid IT world today that you're very well aware of. It's just kind of the way things work, and it's only going to get more so. And what that's doing is introducing a whole host of really big problems of how to effectively keep track and govern what I have, why I have it, what I'm using, and what it's costing. So organizations want to solve these problems. They're very excited about the vision that we have and looking forward to take advantage of it. The other thing that's happening, Flexera has got its history and its flagship solutions around software asset management, and we're very proud of what we've done there. But what's happening out in the market, and both from what the publishers are doing with making these entitlements able to run in different venues, but also what's happening with companies ever expanding ways that they can purchase software, the need to expand asset management into these other venues and provide that intelligence and provide that insight and allow customers to get better decision-making capabilities around, do I buy something out of the AWS marketplace? Do I bring my own license? And we solve that. So it's a really exciting direction. It's fundamentally changing the way these organizations can operate their business. and it's fundamentally giving them a greater level of control and ability to optimize their IT estate.
Josh, this is amazing. Whether you're in a hybrid environment, whether you're dealing with multi-cloud, whether you're still on-prem, right? Tons of digital monetization models are out there. People buying in different types of subscription models, different
Mm-hmm.
kinds of consumption, different kinds of utilization and usage, right? This is really what Flexera One was here designed for. So thanks for being here, Josh. Really appreciate it. We're with Josh Fraser, Vice President of Product Management at Flexera One, and I'm Ray Wong with Constellation Research. Thank you.